Hello, YouTubers. Good to see you again. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a blank canvas today, as usual per videos. Today, before I start doing my prepping, I just want to go over the MAC Cream Studio Fix stick foundation, color NC44. I'm going to be trying this for the first time today. I will be using this as my contour. So this should be an interesting journey for the both of us. So we'll see how I feel about that versus using powder contour. So hopefully I don't look like some kind of crazy person, but who knows, whatever. But as per usual, I'm using the Radiant Pink Natural Radiance Base Primer, and I'm just gonna go in with 3 pumps. That should be enough for my face. If need be, I'll go back in. I'm gonna go in with my MAC 190 brush to apply that. And I am just going to apply in an upward motion, because gravity is a pain in the tuchus. So I will apply that upwards. I may have to, looks like I may have to go back in with more. Well, I should be fine. Just small little brush strokes. Okay, so much for the upward motion there. Some people like to apply these with the Beauty Blender. Some people like to use their hands. Some people like to use a brush. I personally don't like to touch my face when I'm applying a primer. I don't mind touching my face to apply my moisturizers. But then I also go back in with my jade roller after I apply my moisturizer. Now, with this, I'm not going to use my jade roller because I've already jade rolled when I was applying my skin cream to start my day. Alright. Now that that's applied, I am going to go ahead and go over with my damp Beauty Blender. Just to get that in there a little bit more. And then I am going to go in with my MAC 242 brush. Looks like that. With my 24-hour extended eye base primer. And I just got a small pinch of that out there. This should be more than plenty to cover not only the top of my lid, but under my eye as well. I do like to take this up onto my brow bone. As well as under the eye and in that bridge area there. So again, there's that little bit half left, using the rest of that. And this will take care of my whole eye area. And again, I like to bring that up onto my brow bone and into the wells of my eye there. Okay. Then I'm going to go back in with a damp beauty blender again, just to, I really need to use a mirror for this so that way you guys can see what I'm doing. I need to get into that practice. All right. Okay. Just wanted to give that a nice little fan there real quick. All right. Going in with my Morphe X Jeffree Star JS1 foundation brush. Sorry, I'm rolling my foundation there. And I am using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Fix SPF 15. I love me some foundations that have SPF in it. And we're just going to dab that in different spots on my face. And just start buffing away. Be sure to go up into your hairline, regardless if you're wearing a wig or not. So, off topic from my tutorial, while I'm applying my base here. So now that I have finally gotten the hang of TikTok, there's the possibility, don't forget your ears, that it might be banned in the US. And I'm not too excited about that. I don't think it's going to go anywhere because the TikTok people that work on TikTok, we're talking about those of us that run the American side of it, you know, we're not going anywhere, blah, 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 blah. So, like, there's this part of me that's like, okay, it doesn't sound like it's going to go anywhere, but now there's this possibility that it still might go somewhere, which I'm not too excited to hear that because I'm just starting to get the hang of it and starting to get people duetting with me on there. And I'm really liking TikTok. And now there's this possibility that it's like going to go away. Although Instagram, who is like ran by Facebook, as most people know now, has come out with their version of TikTok called Reels. It's actually part of Instagram, though. It's like another portion of it. on your account. And so, but it doesn't do all the things that TikTok does. Because like with Reels, it's just music. There's no voiceover stuff on there, which is kind of a bum deal, you know? And some of those voiceover stuff is like the more fun stuff. Especially when you're using somebody else's original sound and then they voice over your stuff. So it's kind of a big bum deal. Like it's okay, let's just face it, it is a bum deal. Because if it does go away, for those of us that live in the US, then we like don't get to use TikTok anymore. And I don't like that. That's just not fair. And like life will go on and I'll get over it and it'll be fine because that's what'll happen. And then I'll like, you know, travel outside the US and then I may or may not be able to use it when I'm outside of the country that I live in. But I just hope that they expand Reels on the Instagram platform to be able to use it to full capacity like you do TikTok. Because I want to be able to use it the same way. And it's going to really, really suck if that goes away here in the US. So those of you who follow me here on YouTube, that follow me on TikTok, please follow me on Instagram as well, just because of the possibility of it going away. So there's that. All right, my base is applied. I have buffed myself to the point where I feel like I look like plastic. Because Lord knows that when I have a face on, I don't want to see my irritated skin because of shaving rash or dermaplaning, for those that prefer that word. But there's that, yeah. So now that is applied, I am going to go in with my NC44. And I'm also going to take my contouring brush, and I have already dampened my beauty blenders. I am going to do my contour in the typical places that you see me in my previous videos. And then I will buff those out not only with the brush, but also the beauty blender before we go on to highlight. So I'm going to do this first, just in case it looks really awful, and hopefully my highlight will balance that out and it will mesh well with my base. So, and those of you that are trying this for the first time also, may the odds be in your favor like the odds may be in my favor. So jawline. And then we are going to contour under the cheek line. And I did a soft smile line there. All right. And then my forehead region. And then the nose. I don't want any nostrils. Pretend like you have no nostrils. All right. Now that I have lined out my contour areas, I'm going to go in with my contour brush and just buff out my nose. And then I'm feathering that up a little bit into the well onto my brow bone there. I don't know what to think yet. I don't know. This is kind of a little scary. I'm not going to buff out my nose with my beauty blender just yet, because I'm afraid I might, really, until I get this highlight on my nose, because my nose is such a interesting little area. All right, same as always. Down the bridge of the nose. Under the eyes. I always like to get that little spot on my Cupid's bow. And I may go back in with this in a minute just to go underneath that contour line there. I'm going to go back in with my contour brush. And just go ahead and go back underneath my jawline there. And then right at that little spot in my forehead there. Okay. And okay. Well, that doesn't seem to be as scary as I anticipated. So, yay. So now we'll just go in with my Jeffree Star translucent setting powder. Pardon me for a second. I feel like this is an accident waiting to happen. Sorry to get up in the middle of my video, but we are gonna just shut that fan off because I don't want that wafting all over the place. I feel like I'm gonna waste product if I do that. So I'm gonna try something a little different this time because sometimes I choke on my powder. So we'll do that. Yay! I think that's gonna be my nice little trick from now on, is to spank the bottom of the pot because it's in there. Okay, so we will take my JS2. Actually, hold that thought. Even though I've got all my powder on that brush, we're gonna go in with the Beauty Blender and I'm going to carve out that section that I have contoured. Okay. These other makeup artists made that look so much more easier than I was anticipating. Oh well. All right. And of course, I'm gonna choke on my powder anyway, even though I was totally trying to do something different. right. Do this again. And I'm just gonna, as you can see where I carved out under my contour, I'm just gonna let that bake, because I want there to be quite a difference in my contour lining there. And then I want to bake under my eyes here too. So we'll just do that. So, and then down the center of the nose, because I want that to be bright. There. Do. Dab that little center section again there. Center section. Normally I leave my eyes a little tacky when I do my eyeshadow section, but I'm gonna, excuse me, go ahead and powder that. Buff, buff, buff. I let that really go to town there. All right. I may have to brighten underneath my eyes again. All right. I really need to get in the habit of not blowing my product out. All right. Okay, so we are going to move on to color, of which I stuck back there. Excuse me again. Normally I am so with it and put together, so I am so sorry, people. I was trying to be organized, and for some reason we were not organized this time, but that is quite all right. It's YouTube, and not saying that you know, YouTube has standards or anything, but you know that we're all doing our own thing, and we're having a great time, and that's the thing, right? All right, so I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Jeffree Star palette that you were able to get at Ulta, again, because I'm really feeling the palette. And then later we are probably gonna make a lipstick color again, like a fun pink color. So I am going to grab my JS5 and I'm going to go in with this pink shimmery color, Don't Know Her, because I'm been really feeling that one. And we're going to brush that onto my brow bone section. And I'm going to do my little trick that I do. I'm also being a little bit more adventurous today, as you can see. So this will be really interesting to see how this turns out this time, because even though I'm using the same colors, I'm going to try to somewhat get a different look at the same time. So the reason why I use, like a piece of cardboard or something is because I always like that cat eye-ish look. And so that's why I do that, if you were ever wondering why. All right, I am going to go in with the same brush, but a clean brush, the JS5. And I am going to go in with color Oh, it's a tough call between two or welcome. I think I'll go in with welcome. It's a little bit more of a whiter shade. I'm going to go ahead and use it. And I'm going to coat down to the brow bone, also down onto the lid there. So that way it can be a nice little transition color. And I'm just taking that up into the well of my eye next to my bridge there. Brighten those eyes up quite a bit there. And then just go ahead and feather it in to my colors or color that I have already put on there, just to soften that up a bit there. All right, and then let's go in with Self-Made. We'll just take the JS11, nice little flat brush there. And Self-Made is this pink color right here, like nice fuchsia hot pink. I'm going to go in, actually not with that brush. I'll come back to that. I'm going to go in with the crease brush, now that I think about it. The JS12 for that color, instead of using that one. I'm liking how that's looking so far. It's a little different than what I'm used to, but I'm digging it. All right. Now, let's go in with the JS11. And let's do... Let's go in with... let's go in with drive-through. I really like my greens, but we'll go in and use drive-through on that lid there. So we'll just do a nice little pat on that. And I'm just going to pack that on top of my lid there. All right, and then we'll go back in with that color again. And just pack it on top of that lid. Down to the lash line. Okay. We'll probably come back to that. I think I just put another color on top of it that I didn't mean to. I did. Whatever. Oh, I totally did. Oops. Oh well. I'll just have one side that looks really totally awesome, and then the other side is just going to be like, it's good. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to go back in with my crease brush. And we are going to blend that crease as well as where I packed, just so that way we have a nice little thing going on. And then we'll go back in with the first brush that I used. Feather back into the corners there without dipping back in. All right, and then we are going to go in with the JS10. No, we're not. We're going to go in with the JS13. And we are going to go in with color Nate. And we are going to hit that lash line on the bottom there. Okay. And then I'm going to go back with that one brush that I said I was going to use but wasn't going to use. And we're going to go in with Don't Know Her, which is what we used on the brow bone there. And we're just going to tap into that there. And just do a slight little overlap feather into that green section there that we did under the lash line. Just to get a little blend, a little transition going on there. And then also to feather that out just a little bit in the corners of those eyes there. A little bit more. And then we're going to go back in with that very, very first brush that I used. And we're going to go back on top of the brow bone again. And then we're going to grab a clean one. Just to blend everything together. All right. And then I want to go in with a little packer brush, or not. Actually, we'll use my JS6, and I'm gonna go in with Millions, which is that glittery, glittery glitz, and we are just going to get a nice little soft tap and get that little tear duct section up onto the crease there, because who doesn't love a little glitz and glam of a sparkle? I will say that I wish that was pink though, and because I am super really feeling so much pink. All right. And I am going to go in with my MAC blush, if I can find her. I sat her out somewhere. Here she is. Color Telling Glow. And we will use the JS20 Chiseled Blush brush. Also great for contour, by the way. And we will just I've worn that down to the pan so bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. And I think I might, okay, I'm not going to go with the whole might. I think we'll dip back into this Jeffrey palette and go in with a highlighter brush and go in with Don't Know Her. All right. We'll come back to that brush and we'll grab a clean highlighter brush and because I put some pink there, let's go in with Mint Condition with the highlighter. And blind my face. Cupid's bow. Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm like super blinding right now. Oh my God. Okay. All right. And did I forget mascara? No, I did not. I just don't see it standing in front of me. All right. And I don't have a color liner that I want to put on, so I'm going to skip my liner tonight. I'm going to be a really bad person and not put liner on. So, but we are going in with the Bambi L'Oreal mascara. Get those top lashes done. Oops, I got a little bit of a clump in the corner bottom. That's all right, because I will take my lash comb to that momentarily. All right, now that I have my mascara on, we will take my Sephora Pro Brow Comb brush, which is the number 21. Comes with this really awesome cover for when you're not using it. You do have to be very careful when you're using it because the comb part is metal. All right. That is taken care of. We'll just snap that back shut again. All right, now for the fun part. First off, I'm gonna make sure I have my lipstick brush. Jeffree Star, if you ever watch any of my videos, please come out with a lipstick brush. Please, 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 please. All right, we're going to take the flat pan that is used for mixing foundations and lipsticks, as well as the mixing stick. We're going to totally take that. So we are going to take Jeffree Star Velour Matte Lip Color in color Drug Lord. And we are going to get a few dabble swatches of the white. I'm going to probably go heavy with the white because I really want to lighten the color that I'm going to be mixing it with. All right, so now that we have that on there, we are going to go in with the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star collaboration in color Are You Filming? I want to say it's from the Conspiracy collection, if I remember correctly. Don't hold me to it. And we are going to do the same thing, just dab that on there next to it, but not in it. So I was determining if I wanted the mix with Drug Lord either red rum or Are You Filming? And I was like, gosh, I have to swatch them next to each other because I'm not sure which one of the two I want to mix together because I want a fun little pink shade. And even though I mixed a color last time and it looked really pretty, it was like a nice little rose color, but like I'm really, really, really wanting to feel a pink moment until a pink lipstick comes in the mail, because I ordered a color by mail and I'm not gonna say what I ordered just yet, because that's kind of the fun bit, is I want to bring it up when it arrives in the mail. So that looks like a fun little color, nice little pastel pink moment there. So we'll just see how this works. I don't know what I think of it now that I have it on. I mean, it's It's nice. But I just don't know what I think yet. All right. Well, okay. Then we'll just take my one brush and we will dust off the excess powder that I had baked on. Okay. Well, thank you everyone who has joined me on this cream contour demonstration today. We'll see how I feel about it. I'll wear it for a couple of hours tonight because I'm off tomorrow. Maybe even go to Sonic and go get another sweet tea or something. But thank you all for joining me on my adventure on trying something new as well as all the other stuff. So I will post a link, well, or type out the link, but I don't know if the link will be clickable or not, for TikTok and Instagram. Please follow both, especially TikTok, just in case TikTok does get banned, then you can still follow me on Instagram, because Instagram is added an extra element on there that's supposed to work the same way as TikTok called Reels. So please follow my Instagram as well as TikTok, and then that way if TikTok goes bye-bye, you still have a way to follow me on Instagram on a similar platform. And thank you for joining me. Please share, like, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Share with others. Ask others to subscribe to my channel. And have a wonderful weekend. Stay healthy, and thank you for joining me. Again, I am Bellefeuille Siren. Have a great weekend.